Hello everyone. Are you ready to do your speak out exercises? My name is Samantha Allendeary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. We are a nonprofit speech therapy clinic solely dedicated to helping you and everyone with Parkinson's around the world improve their speech and their swallowing. Our clinic is located in Richardson, Texas. That is a suburb of Dallas. If you live in Texas, anywhere in Texas, and you have Parkinson's and you've noticed a change in your voice or your speech or your swallowing, you can call us, because now with teletherapy, we are able to treat anybody in the state of Texas. We are restricted by our license, so we can only treat in Texas and also provide these home practice sessions. It's important that all of you are getting both individual speech therapy, Speak Out, the program we develop, and practicing with me online. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water and we'll get started. The first Speak Out exercise is called the warm-up. It is very important that you warm up your voice. It's just like stretching before you would go do some physical exercise. You might also have to warm up your voice in the evenings, or if you've been alone for a couple hours and then family's coming over, you might need to wake up those muscles. I want you to lift your voice and speak out. Imagine that your voice is flying over a crowd. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Now, try to relax. I know it's hard. I want you to project your voice. Ready? May, me, my, mo. On a scale of 1 to 10, you should be working at a 9 or 10. Exaggerate, think about it, but it's not yelling. You're projecting your voice out. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Did you notice how I took a breath in there? That's okay. Don't think about the breath. Take one when you need it, but we don't want one sound on each breath. So we don't want may, me. We don't want that. Connect them. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. If you have a mirror handy, I like this mirror from Amazon. I use this one to check my makeup before we start. But you can put this by your computer. I like it because it folds down. You don't have to get one in pink, but I think they're only like $7 or $8. I'll ask Katie or Lena to post the link, and you can put it on your desk or table in front of your computer. Make sure you're exaggerating your mouth movements when you're doing these exercises. Parkinson's makes everything small. So sometimes you think that you're moving your mouth and it's not moving as much as you thought. So use a mirror. Let's do one more and exaggerate. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. Take a sip of water. It might take a few exercises for you to warm up your voice. That's okay. That is normal, especially when you are first starting the program. The second Speak Out exercise is the ah. Somebody sent in a question to me that said they have involuntary movements, dyskinesia, or maybe a tremor when they're doing these exercises. That's actually very normal. When I first work with someone the first 2 days and they're learning how to speak with intent, it's not uncommon for me to see the tremor going or on their leg or dyskinesia. It should go away. That's why it's important for you to work one-on-one with somebody. But let's scoot back in our chair. Try to relax. We want the airflow coming from down there, okay? Let's go ahead and do an ah. Ready? Ah. Also, if I do the exercises too quickly with you, it might be causing you to have some tremor or something like that. So we'll slow down just a little bit. Let's do another ah. Ah. Project the ah over the crowd. Look in your mirror. Make sure you're opening your mouth. Ready? Ah. Let's do a shorter one. Ah. One more. Ah. Very good. Let's take a sip of water. Think about it as you eat and drink throughout the day. I want you to pay attention to what you're doing. Use intent. Improving speech and swallowing is not just about these exercises, but incorporating intent into everything that you do. Next exercise, the glides. I want you to project the ah forward and then slowly glide up. If you need to use your hand, this is the one exercise where I do encourage you to use your arm if you need to, only if you need to. Excuse me. If you're trying to change your pitch and it's not going, for some reason, the arm helps. Here we go. Stop. Nice and easy. Close your mouth. Let's do another one. Regroup. Relax. Ready? Stop. Good. Let's go a little bit faster. It'll make it a little bit easier. Ready? Stop. Notice that I'm not going down as low as I can. That puts too much tension on the vocal tract. Do not do that. Let's take a sip of water. We'll do two more. Is anybody celebrating a birthday or anniversary? Anybody celebrating a birthday or anniversary this week? Tell us so that we can celebrate with intent. Tell us how you're going to celebrate. Okay, next slide. Project the ah out first. Steady ah. Then make it move. That requires more intent. Here we go. going to do a really slow one. It's going to be hard, all right? Speak out. Get the air in front of you. Ready? Now down. Start high. Takes a lot of control to do that. Do you ever feel like you don't have control over your voice? That when you say something, you don't know how it's going to come out? You don't know if it's going to squeak or it's going to break up or be raspy? Speak out. Concentrate. Take a sip of water after that slow one, and we'll do the counting next. Okay, connect. First of all, sit back, relax. All right? We're going to connect every number and speak out over the crowd. Exaggerate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Taking a little bit greater pause at the end of each line might help if you're experiencing the tremors or dyskinesias because you're getting a little nervous while you're doing these exercises. So I will try to slow down a bit. All right, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Stop. 4, 5, 6. Stop. 7, 8, 9. Stop. 10, 11, 12. Are you looking in your mirror? Are you moving your mouth? It's important. To make this exercise more challenging, hold out the vowels. Stretch them out a little bit more. Let's try it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so to simplify an exercise, you do it a little faster. To make it more challenging, you slow it down. Take a sip of water. We're going to move on to our phrases. So I have some good news to share with all of you. All of you who have been practicing with me for a while, you know that my daughter got married in May. Can anybody guess what the good news is? Keep in mind, I come from a large Lebanese and Italian family. What do you think the good news is? That's right. She's having a baby. Can't believe it. I'm going to be a grandmother. A loud crowd member told me the reason to have children is so that you can have grandchildren. I can't wait. Get to spoil them rotten and not to have to worry about all the other things. So very good, very exciting. All right. Couple questions came in before we do the reading. If you're new to the broadcast, at the bottom of the screen, if it's not up right now, it'll be up in a second, our email address, intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org. You can ask me anything you want about Parkinson's. I've worked with people with Parkinson's since 1997. And so I can help you. Maybe I can help you. So send me a question. So here's one question. I don't have a problem with micrographia, small handwriting, but my handwriting is getting worse. Is there a therapy that works for handwriting like Intent does for speech? So there's not a specific protocol for Intent and handwriting, but an occupational therapist. An occupational therapist who knows about Intent, who is familiar with the big program, who understands that people with Parkinson's have to concentrate, they need to activate their intentional motor system, they need to exaggerate their handwriting movements, just like you exaggerate your mouth. That's what you need. Talk to the physical therapy clinic where you go to, see if they have an occupational therapist that can help you with handwriting. Occupational therapists can help you with anything fine motor, buttoning your buttons, for example, tying your shoelaces. They can also do home assessments where they go into your home and they might make certain suggestions for you. You would benefit from a handrail in your closet, not just in the bathroom or the shower. They'll look around and look for safety issues. I believe Medicare pays for that. It's called, I think, a home assessment. Ask your physical therapist or occupational therapist about that. Other question. Today was my first day using your program. This morning I did one lesson from the workbook and I finished the online video. Do I also do the workbook activities? My voice gets gravelly at the end of some of the warm-ups. Okay, all right, so let me explain. There is, if you're going through the Speak Out protocol and you live in the U.S., we will ship you a Speak Out workbook to work with your therapist. If you're outside of the U.S., we have an e-library. Typically, the protocol for Speak Out is on the days you receive treatment, you do your exercises one other time during the day. On the days you don't have treatment, you do the exercises twice a day. For most of my new patients, I recommend they do one lesson from the workbook and then one online session with me. I think it's very helpful to get the cues, okay? Now, if your voice is getting gravelly, speak out more. If it hurts, that's different. Talk to your speech pathologist, but typically the graveliness is a breath support problem. It is not that you're hurting your voice. And this is the way you can tell. If you speak out more, just say, hello. Everybody say that. Hello. Do it again over the crowd. Hello. If your voice came out clear and it sounded better, then probably the reason that your voice is getting gravelly when you're talking is that the breathing muscles are not as strong as they need to. They start relaxing, and so when the air comes up to hit your vocal folds, it doesn't come up with enough force because you need to strengthen the muscles. So very normal at first. All right. There is another question here. I'm going to answer it tomorrow because we need to move on. All right. We're going to do the reading. These are some phrases at the grocery store. I like these phrases because we all go to the grocery store. Okay, let's read the first line with intent. Very important. You are speaking out. You're taking deep breaths so you can exercise the breathing muscles, exercise the vocal folds, and exercise the tongue, the lips, the cheek, the palate. So speak out. Here we go. Speaking out at the grocery store. Did you project that over the crowd? Say it again. Speaking out at the grocery store. Ready? First sentence. I'm going to the store. When you do the reading, think of every single word with intent. Ready? Listen. I'm going to the store. Say it with me. I'm going to the store. Even store has to make it over the crowd. Ready? Fresh baked bread. Again. Fresh baked bread. Move that mouth. Next one. Park the car. Over the crowd. Park the car. On a scale of 1 to 10, you ought to be working at a 9, 10, or 11. Okay, this is not like regular speech. We are exercising. Next one. What are today's specials? Do you see how specials went over the crowd? Say it with me. Specials. Say the whole thing again. What are today's specials? Next one. Grab a cart. Up and over again. Grab a cart. Look at my mouth. Let's say it together. Grab a cart. We're exaggerating our mouth movements. Ready? Clean up on aisle 5. I love that one. Do it again. Clean up on aisle 5. Look at me. Let's say it together and exaggerate. Clean up on aisle 5. You see, this is how we get our muscles stronger. Next one. I forgot my list. Again. I forgot my list. Next one. What a deal. Every word with intent. Don't let the words run together. Ready? What a deal. Look at me and say it together. What a deal. Good. Next one. Weigh the bananas. Again. Weigh the bananas. Over the crowd. Look at me and say it together. Weigh the bananas. We're moving the mouth, and let's do this last one. Ready? Thank you for your help. Every single word with intent. Ready? Thank you for your help. Again. Thank you for your help. Look at me and say it together. Thank you for your help. I'm deliberately and purposefully exaggerating. All right, we have some more here, and I want you to download the reading material and work at home, but I have a cognitive exercise I want to have time to do. So let's move ahead to this one, cash or credit. Ready? Cash or credit? It's a question. Make the pitch go up. Ready? Cash or credit? Again, cash or credit? Look at me, say it together. Cash or credit? Next one. The peaches are ripe. Over the crowd. The peaches are ripe. Look at me, say it together. The peaches are ripe. If you tend to have tremor or dyskinesia, you might be getting a little nervous right now because we're going so quickly. Breathe. Sit back. Relax. Let's say the peaches one again. The peaches are ripe. The more you practice, by the way, the less the tremors and the dyskinesia. All right, last one. Shop with intent. Over the crowd. Shop with intent. One more. Shop with intent. All right, I want to take a sip of water. I want to tell you about a cognitive exercise. Great one, because the challenge is, how do you take your great voice when you practice and transition it to regular conversation? This is a great way to practice. So everybody has a jar of change at home. I bet you do. You take out some of the change, okay? Drop it on your table. And then I want you to separate it out. First thing you're going to do is you're going to separate the quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. If you have different money from a different country, I don't know those. So we're going over here. So you're going to take out, I'm looking at the change on the desk, and I'm going to take the quarters first, and I'm going to touch each one and slide it over. So I'm counting. So here's 1 quarter, 2 2 quarters. Say that. Oh, 3 quarters. I have 3 of them. Say that with me like we're counting. 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters. We move to the dimes. 1 dime. Say it. 2 dimes. Say it. 3 dimes. Do you see I'm speaking out? Okay, repeat after me. 1 nickel. 2 nickels. 3 nickels. I'm going up and over. 4 nickels. 5 nickels. And now I'm moving to the pennies. Repeat after me. 1 penny. 2 pennies. 3 pennies. 4 pennies. 5 pennies. 6 pennies. You separate the different coins first. Then you go in and you count them. All right? Repeat after me. 25, 50, 75, 85, 95, $1.05, $1.10, $1.15, $1.20, $1.25, $1.30, $1.31, $1.32. Okay? It's hard when I'm breaking, when I have that break for you to repeat. So I'm going to count. So let's just say I didn't count all of it. We have $1.32. What can you buy with $1.32? Name some items with intent. All right. Did I say $1.32? All right. What can you buy with $132? Say it with intent. What can you buy with $1,000, $1,320? What can you buy? Say it with intent. $1,320. What can you buy? Where can you buy those items? The items you just mentioned. Where can we go to buy them? Name the stores with intent. I want you to give me directions from your house to that store, one of the stores that you just mentioned. How do you get from your house to the store? Say every single word with intent. Go ahead. It's not so easy. When you're trying to transition your strong voice to conversation, you have to start with small responses, like when we said 1 quarter, 2 quarters. Then we add more on, 25, 50, 75, 85. So now those are longer. What can you buy with this much money? Where can you buy those items? What can you buy for this much money? Where do you buy those items? Now give me directions. Do you see how we're making it more complex? I hope this helps you. Let me know. Let me know if this helps you. This is a great way. This is what I do with my patients in therapy. It is a great way to practice. All right, we're not going to make it to the reading material, but we are going to do Dr. Boone's words. We will download the reading material, okay? Katie will put that there, or Lena. Download it, work on it. If you're practicing with us on Facebook, please try to practice with us on our website so that you can see the cute images and also download the reading material. Say each nonsense word with intent. We're strengthening the back of the tongue for swallowing. Gu la gan ga ga. Gu la gan ga ga. Let's hear those G's. Gu la gan ga ga. Next one. Ku ka mangu ka. In front of you. Ku ka mangu ka. If your tremor is going wild, relax. This one again. Ku ka mangu ka. Two more. Gangla. Over the crowd. Gangla. Gangla. Next one. Kukla. 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 Thank you so much for joining me. Send me an email at intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org. If you have a question, it doesn't specifically have to be about speech and swallowing. And if I can't answer it, I'll tell you. Okay, and if it's something personal and you don't want me to answer it online, then I'll email you individually. Okay, have a wonderful day. Speak with intent and practice, practice, practice. Thank you. Bye-bye.